As applying for loans, credit cards and other forms of credit are easier to come by, so are the ruin rates in the United States. In a 10-time period, between 1994 and 2004, ruin rates in the United States nearly doubled. The government's response was to take a near look at reasons parties were filing for ruin. New laws were initiated to ensure that individualities and businesses had valid reasons for applying for ruin. One of the primary laws regarding ruin that was passed in the United States in 2004 is the Ruin Abuse Prevention and Consumer Protection Act. This law just went into effect in October 2005, but has formerly caused quite a stir in the fiscal and ruin law arenas. Besides making it more delicate to qualify for Chapter 7 ruin, or complete ruin, the law imposes stricter rules and budgets on Chapter 13 debtors. A major change the law makes throughout the United States is the need for debtors to have filed duty returns for 4 times in a row before qualifying for ruin. As well, dischargeable debts, or those debts where particular liability is taken away by the court system, is more delicate to come by. The Act requires that debtors prove good reason for dischargeable debt and is indeed taking further debtors to take responsibility within dischargeable debt budgets. As far as the 2 major types of ruin laws are concerned, Chapter 13 ruin is that which allows the debtor to keep some means upon proving only limited debt and a steady income. This ruin is excellent for those debtors who have gotten themselves into major fiscal difficulty but still have means of paying for some means. The court will set up a prepayment schedule and budget that allows for full prepayment of mortgages or buses within 3 to 5 times. Still, the ruin law requires that a debtor will file for Chapter 7 ruin, if prepayment is simply not an option. This is frequently appertained to as complete liquidation of means, except for pure particulars. Pure particulars in a ruin hail are determined by the court and are generally particulars that are a necessity, similar as auto or work-related particulars. As well, the courts will distribute debts into 2 orders: non-dischargeable and dischargeable debt. Non-dischargeable debts also fall into 2 orders: non-dischargeable due to unlawful conduct on the debtor and non-dischargeable due to public policy. Unlawful misconduct by the debtor could mean theft or laundering plutocrat, while public policy could include child support payment or court-affiliated judgments. Keep in mind that in either type of ruin, an existent is nearly always needed to still pay for levies, pupil loans, alimony, child support or court-affiliated freights. This is the place where numerous void parties are misled in the Chapter 7 ruin, as it's frequently appertained to as a fresh launch. While the court can set up payment plans to help the debtor repay public policy debts, indeed Chapter 7 debtors will still be needed to make payments. Another major point regarding ruin law is that a ruin will stay on a credit report for roughly 10 times. This will make it extremely delicate to come eligible for any type of credit, indeed a credit card, but especially for an auto loan or a house mortgage. While some creditors will still offer limited credit to void individualities, the interest rates and finance charges are generally through the roof. This makes it indeed more delicate for debtors to get back on their bases. Last but not least, keep in mind that ruin law will bear any co-signers to be responsible for debt payments. However, they're liable for payments, if mama or pater inked for an auto loan when you were youthful and you still owe on that auto. These musketeers or family members who were formerly doing you a favor may be brought into the ruin law court proceedings, which can put a strain on Gemütlichkeit and family relations. For specific ruin law questions, it's stylish to communicate a ruin attorney or legal assistant in your county or state. Bankruptcy laws and proceedings may vary slightly from state to state, so be sure to make connections in the state where you plan to file for ruin.